Hi, this is Roger, thanks for dropping by. And this really is me not buying orchids for the last time this year. This is basically the orchids I got with the voucher I won in Olivia's 1,000 subscriber draw. So the channel's OME, but I'll put that in the description. So thanks for the voucher. I added a little bit of my own money in, and I have completely forgotten what is in here. Seriously. I ordered these a while ago, and I've just forgotten what I've got. So the easiest way is to open it and hope there's some tags in there. We'll see what we've got. Oh, and you'll be pleased to know I've mended my scissors. It's amazing what you can do with a hammer. Basically the handle's bent such that they only did that. The points didn't come together at the very end, and without the ability to do that, these scissors are for getting in tiny little spaces and snipping small things. Bonsai scissors basically, but they work great on orchids as well because you can get at things without damaging what's around. As I say, I can hear the media rattling around in the box, so we have some loose media, and boy do we have some strapped up stuff. As I said, I've completely forgotten what I've got in here, but instant recognition on leaf type, we've definitely got a dendrobium. You know, I'm still racking my brains while I'm opening this. I cannot for the life of me remember what the hell I've ordered. Obviously one of them is dendrobium because I can see the leaves. I think I got a couple of Cattleyas. We shall see. Separate that. Then the two packs should come open as well. That's my theory, as they're joined. And I think that's separated and do the same thing over here. I think that's got them. Now they should come out as separate packets now. That's my theory. Just about. Right, well, that's a dendrobium, and it's a good sized plant. Can you tell what it is yet? Let's just hope there's a tag in here. If not, obviously I can go back to the original order and look it up. Try and keep the mess in the box if I can, so I've already swept up in here once today. A dangly cane dendrobium. I mean, as soon as I pick a dendrobium up and it does that, it just says mount me. You know, it's just immediately it says mount me, I don't like being upright. Right, that is Dendrobium bullenianum. B-U-L-L-E-N-I anum. And I'll try and steal some pictures of blooms off the internet. It must have been nice blooms or I wouldn't have got it. This obviously came from Orchids and More in Poland, because that's what the voucher was for. Mixed stories about that place. While I'm getting this out, I'll tell you my story, because that is the first company ever, and to this day the only company that I've had a dispute with on eBay. But I will qualify that because that was a long time ago, and quite honestly it was long before they became what I will call a proper company. I think it was possibly somebody starting out that may have gone on and has now got a proper nursery and a proper website and actually does business in a normal manner. Whereas in those days it was just like an eBay seller. God knows what that's planted in. But whatever it's in, it'll probably end up coming out, you know me. Can I lift it out now? Ah, it's in moss. And it's bone dry. I'll deal with that. But as a plant, it's an excellent plant. That's got I'd say 4 new canes this year. and if this is the size of last year's canes, which it probably is, the new canes are as big, if not, in this case, slightly bigger. That is a good plant. A very good plant. Anyway, my story, I basically bought, that was a dendrobium as well, it was Victoria Reginae, and basically 2 dead sticks arrived with no roots. And I sent a message and saying, your plant's dead that you sent me. No, it's not, that's how they're supposed to be. So I said, no, it's not. I've been growing long enough to know what it's supposed to look like, and this one is dead. No, it's not. You know, you don't know what you're talking about. We had an argument, an email argument, and eventually I got fed up with the argument. The only resolution, apparently, in those days, was to send it back at my expense, at which point they would inspect it and give me a refund. Sorry, on your bike, in your dreams, not on your Nelly. So basically, eBay resolved the dispute, and I got all my money back and threw the plant under the hedge, because it was dead. I do know the difference. And anyway, that was a very long time ago. And if my initial visual inspection so far of the first plant and what this one looks like it's going to look like is anything to go by, they have seriously changed their ways. And are now sending off some pretty good plants. Now if these are Cattleyas, the top of the plant is irrelevant. The success of Cattleyas is based on what's in the pot, not what the top of the plant looks like. We shall see. Is that enough sellotape out of the way? Yeah, I think so. Alright, we've got one root hanging out the bottom of the pot, which is slightly broken. That's good enough. Don't even need to open it anymore. I can see roots coming out everywhere. Right. Again, that is not a bad plant at all. I hope that isn't damaged. No, I think it's okay. It looks like it's been pushed. Yeah, you can tell it's good. But it's not. I think it might be okay. It looks like it might have got a little bit squashed. But yeah, we got some good roots here. God knows what that is planted in. What the hell that is, I don't... Do you know what that looks like? It looks like a rolled up piece of something. But whatever it is, it's coming out anyway. Now, one of these Cattleyas is classed as a mini. I don't know whether it's going to be this one or the other one. This is... Oh, that writing's not very good. It's Cattleya, and most of the Lalias have now been moved to Cattleya, so it's probably now just a Cattleya, and it's Predit Spots. I've been after this one for a while. It's not the blousiest of Cattleyas, but it's just, there's something about the blooms that are just attractive. As I say, I will try and steal some pictures off the internet. Let's find somewhere to put that. Look at the last one. That's not a bad plant. As I say, I object completely to what it's in, but you know me, they don't tend to stay in what they're in when I get them for long anyway, so it doesn't really matter that much, as long as there's roots. You know, it's the important thing, especially with Cattleyas. Now this, because it's in a relatively small packet, I assume this is the miniature. They were all classed as flowering size. For some people that doesn't mean flowering size, but now this is Cattleya. This is the mini. This is Little Lemon Drops crossed with Cattleya. Why not? That's the name. I'm not questioning. That's its actual name. Let's see if I can get that in focus so you can read it. I'm not actually making that up. Yeah, so it's a Cattleya. Now that's a new one on me. That's out of that is strange, because effectively the name implies that that's a Cattleya crossed with a Miltonia. They're not even related. That would be difficult. I wonder if that's genuine. You know, I mean, you can get into generics, yes, but they're normally related. You know, like you can get brassicas crossed with Miltonias, oncidiums with brassicas. Well, they're all Oncidium Alliance. Well, Cattleya is not in the Oncidium Alliance. It has its own little family. And, well, we got live roots. We have root tips. We have a tag that's going to come off, and I definitely don't want to lose that one, do I, with a name like that? Yeah, we got roots in the pot, and we've got live roots coming out from the base of the plant. We've got one maturing new growth and another new growth just starting that side of the plant, which is excellent because that means there's a new growth, one each side of the plant. It will grow in both directions. That's definitely going on a mount because that's basically, it's not going to get much bigger than that. It will get wider and fuller, but not taller. So it's going to lend itself to a mount absolutely brilliantly. Okay, I'll have a quick clear up and then we'll have a quick look. I'll be back. Okay, that is 3 nice plants. A correction, I got a feeling earlier on in the video I said orchids and more, when in fact it's orchid garden. Yeah, so take back what I said and replace with orchid garden. Polish company. That's 3 good plants. I'm pleased. Not pleased with what some of them are in, but in this case, for once, it doesn't actually matter. The dendrobium's in packed moss. It's got some grit in amongst it, I think, but nonetheless it's coming out of there anyway. I've left the hanger on for now, simply because I can now hang it out of the way. For now, and then I'll get on to it. Now I'm filming this quite late on Monday afternoon. I ordered these last weekend, and basically my order was confirmed a week ago, and they normally dispatch Monday to Thursday, and I had no updates whatsoever. So I was just about today, I was going to let today pass and then get on to them and actually say what's going on with my order, because they work slightly differently to what most people do. What they do is they let you order your plants, and in my case, you know, they gave me a total, they added VAT on, thank you very much, and basically they give you a total, and then I put my voucher code in from Olivia and got a massive discount, which meant I paid virtually nothing at that point. But what they don't let you do is pay for shipping. They wait until they know what the shipping's going to be, and then they tell you later. Well, I had a money request direct into PayPal effectively, so it works a bit like an invoice, I suppose, which I paid straight away, and then nothing happened. My order didn't get updated, nothing happened until this morning when I got an email saying my package had been shipped, and it arrived 3 hours later. That's pretty good going. I think somebody didn't update the system at the appropriate time, because the chances are this was dispatched during last week and arrived today, which is Monday. That's not bad. That's not bad going at all. Quite pleased with that. So overall, it's all worked quite nicely. And quite honestly, I would happily order from them again, you know, should the need arise. So good stuff this time. And all my story about my eBay dispute and everything like that was this particular, it was Orchid Garden, but they weren't called that then. As I said, they just sold a few plants on eBay. It was very early days, and I had a bad experience, put me off. But I have since seen people order quite happily and satisfactorily, and that's where my voucher could be spent, so that's what I did. So a very good dendrobium, nice healthy new canes. I hope that's not a bug. No, it's a bit of grit. In moss, coming out of there straight away, going on a mount, so the fact that it's in moss doesn't matter. Its transition onto its mount will be quite pleasant for it, on the grounds that it's used to being in moss. And yeah, not bad at all. And that was, what was it again? Funny name. Bullenianum. as I say, I will steal pictures off the internet and put pop-ups. My mini cat with the big long name, little lemon drops crossed with Cattleya. Why not? Well, why not is because Miltonia and Cattleya don't normally go together. That's why it's called Why Not, I suspect. Why not? But somebody sounds like they might have got that to work. Nice little plant. Mini cat, definitely going on a mount. Hanging space, I haven't run out of. I've got stacks of hanging space. It's the shelf space I'm short on. This Cattleya, I think, might get a little large to actually go on a mount, but I still might try it, as most of its roots are currently aerial, the good roots anyway, and it's got to come out of whatever that is, a rolled up something. And that's prayed its spots, so it doesn't have huge blooms, but they're very nice. So 3 nice plants. I am well pleased. Yeah, and thank you, Olivia, for drawing me out of the hat, as they say, and giving me an opportunity to get 3 new orchids. And seriously, guys, that really is it for this year. I know I keep saying I'm not buying any orchids, but I bought next to nothing earlier in the year, and I've just had a little flurry recently, you know, on the grounds that I've sold a few, some still to go, and you know, I have created a little bit more space, and I will be rearranging things in here because I'm going to take more of an advantage of hanging space. I've got plenty of that, I really have. It's the shelf space I'm short of, so a little bit of rearranging to come as I go into my winter rest thing for the dendrobiums. The idea being that, you know, some shelves are coming out of here and going in the house for the warmer loving plants for the winter, and the space they leave will allow me to hang the long cane dendrobiums right up against the glass. Should do them the world of good. So I've got some rearranging to do, and there's some things that are in pots now that are coming out and going to get mounted simply because I can accommodate them better. In fact, the only thing I'm not going to mount that could be mounted is this bush down here. Because if I mount that, it will be 5 foot long, and that I can't accommodate a 5 foot length of plant hanging from the roof, because it'll be the base of the plant and the roots that are up in the roof, and all the leaves won't be. They'll be hanging down in amongst the shelves somewhere, so I can't do that one. That one has to live in a pot. All I'm going to do with that one is strap it so that all the new growths go straight up the middle, vertical, and then they can arch over and make a bush, and I will have to find shelf space for it somewhere, God knows where. Anyway, thanks for dropping by. I seriously believe that will be my last plants for this year. As I say, a little flurry. You know, you have to treat yourself now and again, don't you? And you know, this was surprise extra plants really, because you know, when you get a voucher to spend coming in a drawer, then, you know, that's like incredibly cheap plants. I mean, the postage for those 3 was £10. And that was for a pretty speedy type of post. You know, none of your 2 or 3 weeks like the Germans do. Yeah, I'm going to, every chance I get, I'll have a dig. Some of the horror stories of postage have emanated from there. So much for German efficiency. I don't know what goes wrong. It's got to be some sort of depot or some sort of problem at an airport or something, because I can't believe that's how it normally is. There's something goes on there that goes wrong somewhere along the line. And it might not even be in Germany, it could be the other end. I don't know. Anyway, that's efficient service, good plants, and certainly will order again. So, thanks for dropping by. See you next time. Now, I filmed this on Monday. I'm already in the middle of doing Monday's video, which turned out to be quite a long one. So I'll save this one up and make this one Tuesday's video, even though it was filmed late Monday afternoon. So this will be tomorrow's, which if you're watching it is today's, because it was yesterday. I love doing that. See you again. Bye for now.